Thursday Night Football Kickoff Show countdown right now. We're also breaking down all the Week 16 news. T. Higgins, Kamara not likely to play. Patrick Mahomes not even on the injury report like we mentioned last night. You could easily see that coming. T. Higgins, Olave, Waddle, Kenneth Walker to play. Charbonnet banged up. That flipped. And we got a whole lot more. Guerendo not likely to play. Make sure you get Patrick Taylor off waivers. The Fantasy Football Show. The Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern show. The Thursday Night Kickoff Countdown Show begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, breaking down the Thursday Night Football Kickoff game show. The Broncos, Chargers. Who do you got? What do you need? Drop the super chats if you have any questions that need immediate attention. We'll break it all down. Let me get all this news out of the way as quick as I can so we can get to some Week 16 start bench calls if you need any before the game kicks off. We got Patrick Mahomes removed from the injury report. Will play Week 16. Fire up Mahomie. He's good to go. Alvin Kamara unlikely to play week number 16. Kendre Miller, what are you doing there? Everybody likes Kendre Miller because they found him on waivers and they think, oh, maybe I have a steal. I don't know how I feel about that. There's got to be better options. Patrick Taylor would be better. And of course, we have our waiver wire board, which you can look at right here. Patrick Taylor climbs all the way up probably around this territory where he's sitting there maybe above Corum because you can use him now. Maybe Miller does move above Corum now, but unless you maybe want to have that long-term, or that long-term, you get 2 weeks left, that you're projecting some sort of injury and he rises up rags to riches rather than the guy that's just playing more snaps right now in Miller. So Taylor, Spears, Ford, those are your RBs to own if you need any RBs. That's it. CeeDee Lamb was upgraded to full participant in Thursday's practice. This is a song and dance we see every single week. He's going to play. He's going to be fine. David Montgomery, it looks like the Lions are trying to hold out hope that they can get the running back for a playoff game or two. Something along those lines. It doesn't matter. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to go to the mother freaking moon. No, not the moon, Saturn. He's going to Saturn because he is going to get fed. Going to get absolutely fed. Even if Monty returned, he's still going to get fed. He's still a top 5 running back. Gibbs is number 3 right now. In 3 or 4 in most every format. And people talk about Monty as if Monty has anything to do with it. Oh, Monty will be back next year. So what? He was there all year this year. He's injured right now, but just got injured. Gibbs is number 3 or 4 in your running back scoring. What are you talking about? To the mother freaking moon. To the moon. It's unreal. Malik Neighbors upgraded to full participant in Thursday's practice. A.J. Brown, limited participant during Thursday's practice, but designated as rest. So we're thinking that A.J. Brown's fine. Kenneth Walker, full participant in practice, where Zach Charbonnet was limited, but they very well could both play. And then you're in a dilemma where you're not sure what in the hell you're doing. T. Higgins, here we go, was not spotted. I'm sorry. T. Higgins not spotted at practice. This is kind of concerning. We need to monitor the hell out of this one. Okay? And he's playing for money, man. Gino told reporters he expects to play Week 16. Fantastic for JSN and DK Metcalf. George Pickens ruled out for Week 16. Waddle not looking good right now. Knee was spotted at Thursday's practice, or was not. I keep saying spotted. Was not spotted at Thursday's practice, and he looked bad on the field when they took him off. I don't anticipate seeing Waddle, and even if he played, I wouldn't trust him to stay on the field. Chris Olave, concussion, 21-day practice window opens. This is bad, guys. I'm not going near that. In Dynasty, I don't want anything to do with Olave. I'm sorry, it sucks. It is what it is. Full participant, Baker Mayfield. So people are worried about him. Bucky Irving, limited, but that's maintenance right now as far as we know. This is becoming a little concerning. Tracy, ankle, limited Thursday. This is something we need to watch with Tracy. DK Metcalf, full participant Thursday. Geno, ready to start. DK, full participant. Get him out there unless you have a very good option. Hollywood Brown plans to be active for the Week 16 game against the Texans. That's going to be interesting what his workload will be. Keep in mind what they did with Pacheco. Could be an eased-in type of thing. Guerendo, he's unlikely to play Week 16. Patrick Taylor is the guy to pick up. That is the news. That is everything. I did it as quick as I could. Hopefully that helps all of you smash. And let's get to these supers. Patrick Taylor, worth the start, absolutely. Case, but it depends on your situation, my boy. That's the way it is. Kendre Miller or Sutton. I'm going to go Sutton. Absolutely. Ford, Walker, or JSN. JSN right now is the safest call by far and away, even if Walker ends up playing and Sharps gets ruled out. If Sharps gets ruled out, then Walker and JSN are close, but I think JSN was the good move. Pick 2, full PPR. Sutton, Garrett Wilson, London, Judy. I'm going with Garrett Wilson and London, but this is really close. I do like Sutton a little bit tonight. I do. Ty, appreciate you. Sutton or Chuba. Chuba is just safe, bro. I like Sutton a lot, but this is a Thursday game. Tough defense. I'm going to go Chuba, but you're not crazy to go either way. This one from the Marison family. Appreciate you dropping the super chat. I'm going to put you right here because I got Cheryl coming in with a $20 immediate hauler. Wants immediate attention. I got Ben Du right here with the next question after that. Okay. So let me get these 3 out of the way, and then we'll be all caught up. If anybody has another super chat question, they can throw it in. We'll open phone lines in a minute. Hey, Smitty, 3 quick questions. Bench 1, McLaurin, B-Rob, London. I'll probably bench B-Rob. Off last week, I don't know. It's a tough call. B-Rob's always pretty good, but McLaurin you cannot sit. In London with Penix Jr., I'm gonna roll with it. He did. Look, Cousins had 112 yards in week number 15, and London still had his only touchdown and half of those yards. So London was consuming what he could. He's doing really well. Penix Jr. is somebody that I think is going to come in and light the offense up. 2, Flowers, London, Ramondre. I think you could lay off the risk on this and hedge and go Flowers here if you go London here. But I don't mind going London in both situations. But Flowers is a nice play, so I don't mind hedging that. Confidence level of Breece Hall this week. Breece versus Kenneth Walker. I think we'll know more as we head into the remaining part of the week. If I'm answering this now, but you knowing that I'm telling you that I need more time, I need maybe you to come back and ask this again when we have more news. I'm going to lean toward Breece Hall. But I think we need more information before I can be, ultra confident in that question whatsoever. So that is not locked in. I want to make that abundantly clear. That is not locked in. Bendu, pick 3, Judy, McMillan, AJB. Thielen, give me Judy, McMillan, and AJB. I like Thielen, but I'm not feeling Thielen as much as everybody else. I know he popped off the week prior when I said, I don't know if I like this, and he went crazy. And then last week, I don't know. Kendre Miller or K9, I'm going to go K9. He's a full participant. I'm going K9. Even if he's sharing carries, Kendre Miller, what's he going to do? I'm not saying Kendre Miller is bad. I think Kenneth Walker even sharing is in even a little bit better situation than Kendre Miller getting a bulk of the carries in a bad situation where he could get game scripted out. Jerome Ford or Tyrone Tracy. Ford's a little bit safer with the Tyrone Tracy injury and the threat of a committee still in that situation. I'm going to go Ford here, but this is one of those things that could burn you because Tracy could all of a sudden just get fully fed, but he's banged up and in somewhat of a committee of sorts right now. Also pick 1, Metcalf, Allen, or McMillan. I'm going to go Metcalf in this situation. I know he's been disappointing, but he's off the injury report, or he's a full participant anyway. And Geno's going to start, so I'm good to go with Metcalf. Even though some are going to say, hell no, I'm going to say, I don't know about hell yes, but I think that in your situation, you're talking about, a bunch of mediocre plays anyway. Mahomes or Rodgers. Mahomes, he's off the injury report. Man is on a mission, and I think he's going to have a phenomenal day. And he gets Hollywood back, it's going to be a good day for Mahomes, I think. The question still remains for a lot of you who have Mahomes and Penix Jr. Now that Mahomes is a very, very clear, full go for Week 16, it's not even a question anymore. He's taken off the injury report. There's a lot of concern over, whether he'll still be fully mobile, but now he's a lock to play. And do you start Penix Jr. with the upside of 3 or 4 touchdowns, but the downside of a rookie QB crumbling in front of everybody during the second week of the fantasy football playoffs. Do you take the gamble? Do you risk the biscuit? Does scared money not make money? Or does conservative Caleb win the day by going Mahomes over a Penix Jr.? It's going to be a tough call. Every time I get asked the question, I lean in the same direction, that it's Mahomes if you want safety. It's Penix Jr. if you need a big swing. You can't win with safety. You need a swing. Thanks for another great season. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate you. Glad you're still in the mix with your team, and good luck, and go crush them tonight and this week. Appreciate your super chat. If you got anything else, let me know. Hit me with it. Phone lines are open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Call into the Attic.shop phone lines. The Attic.shop. Go get your apparel and do it live. The Attic.shop has some of the best stuff in the biz, in the movie apparel business. It's unbelievable. Dell, Tillman, J-Mo, Mooney, pick my two. I go J-Mo and Mooney. There's not much of a hesitation here. I like Dell as a player, as a person, but a situation is not a great one. This is not. 708, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Mo.
No, yes. No. Come on, man. Be ready. Be ready. What are we doing here? It's Mickey Mouse hour here. 678, what's your name and where are you calling from?
That is Frankie from Georgia.
Frankie from Georgia. What can I do for you?
All right, so I need two starters, pick two. I got Ken Walker. I got Tyrone Tracy. I have Ford. And I also have Spears. So let's just use Spears. Let's assume that if Pollard missed, what would you do between those four? Spears, Ford, Tracy, and Ken Walker.
Spears, Ford, Tracy, Ken Walker.
Mm-hmm. And I also have Sharp too, but I'm assuming that Ken Walker probably the main man now with him.
Yeah, well, in that case, it actually, it doesn't change much because Walker's good to go. But that gives me the assurance that I have that one locked. So I'm going with that. Probably Ford is my second call, and I did pick Ford over Tracy in that last question because he's banged up, Tracy, and he's kind of in a committee right now. So if you're picking another one, a third, Spears comes off a big receiving game, but he's got a new signal caller in there, and I don't know how that's going to translate, bro. It's really hard to know. I'd probably say it's between Spears and Tracy only, though. Chat, can you vote on this one? Spears or Tracy? Can I get at least 10 votes for my boy? Let's help him out. Spears or Tracy? Do it live. That's a tough call, bro. What are you leaning here?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely was liking Ford as far as Ford, like you said, Ken Walker and Sharp to lock up those top two. It's hard for me not to go with Tracy, but I just kind of hated how I saw last week where he split a lot of work with Singletary. So I think I would only go with Spears if Pollard missed. If Pollard missed, I feel better about it because I felt like Spears would probably get a heavy workload.
Yeah, but the thing is, Spears is doing it, sharing carries too, and he's delivering, whereas Tracy is hurt and didn't. I'm gonna roll with the ones I circled: Spears, Ford, and Walker Sharps, and it's probably gonna be Walker. The chat is voting Spears. Daryl says Tracy's a running back one. That's somebody living in a few weeks in the past. No offense.
Yeah.
No offense, Daryl, but I know you want to cling to that because, he was playing really, really well, but he's injured and sharing carries now. My boy Daryl. My poor boy Daryl. Okay. All right. Appreciate you. Later, Frankie.
I appreciate it.
708. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Chicago, Illinois, Mo.
Mo from Illinois. What's up, Mo?
I just have a question. I have Ramondre Stevenson and Tracy. What you feeling for that?
Now that's tough because Stevenson's a question mark too. I don't know. That offense will probably going to get game scripted out, I imagine, and then it's can he catch enough passes? I mean, you're beholden to the news on this one. If Tracy plays, I play Tracy, and that's it. And if he doesn't either, I don't.
All right.
Yeah,
yep, that's what I was feeling too.
That's the only way you can go. I mean, Stevenson, what did Stevenson have last week?
I think 9.
In your format, he had
And
9.
it's like he's getting the rush attempts, but like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's such a tough call, bro. And Buffalo's like, I mean, it's a good matchup in theory, but the question is when you look at data and you say, oh, okay, yeah, Buffalo, it's actually a good matchup on paper, numbers wise. You think about game script, and it's like, is it? Is it a good?
Right.
How
And
could
then
it be
you
a?
get
How
all,
could it be a
like,
good?
things
How could it be a good matchup if the Buffalo Bills get up by? And they may not. You know, what football is.
Exactly.
But if they get up by like
Exactly.
3
the whole
touchdowns,
game is going to be coming back, trying to come back. Yeah.
chat, vote on that one.
Yeah, I'm going with Tracy, honestly.
Ramondre or Tracy? And Ramondre didn't exactly get the work last week. He had 13 carries, 1 target. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
But if Tracy is banged up at all and you're really worried about it, don't do anything. Don't put him in. And go to the waiver wire. See if there's something else. All right, got to go, bro. Later. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Briz, what's up, Briz?
Hey,
Yo,
I got tough decision. I've rolled with Kyler Murray the whole season. He hasn't been great. Picked up Jared Goff off of the waiver wire. Jared Goff's been doing good, but he's in Chicago. But Kyler has the perfect matchup against Carolina.
Does he?
Feeling one or the other?
Does he?
Well, Carolina's the second worst defense in the league.
The weather,
and they've
bro.
been scored
Bro, the
on
weather.
like 25, 30 points
The
on
weather.
every team.
Bro, you got to look deeper into this. Ziggy, what's the weather in what's the stadium? Oh, Ziggy off. Ziggy off. This guy's brutal. Panthers.
The weather seems to be like, 30s on both of them. I looked that up too because, Chicago's going to be snowy.
Bro, do you see Kyler Murray's
But
answer?
Goff's on fire.
Bank of America Stadium, I think is what it's called, right? Did you see the answer that Kyler Murray gave when they talked about the weather in that game?
I did not.
He said, let's see here, I'm trying to look at it. Can't get a good weather report loading right now. So it looks like in Charlotte it'll be like let me read this to you because this is really concerning, bro. This is really, really concerning. When asked, here, let me have this read by the computer. Listen to this, bro, and you tell me if you think this is a great matchup.
When asked if he was concerned about the temperature for Week 16's matchup, Murray brushed the question off, saying, "I've played in cold weather before," per Cardinals reporter Bo Brack on X. Then, after a moment, the 6th-year veteran asked, "How cold is it supposed to be?" A reporter replied, 35 degrees. As the weather report sunk in, Murray cracked a smile and responded with an expletive.
I'm just telling you, bro. Kyler Murray can't see over the offensive line. He doesn't. I don't think he's a great cold weather quarterback by any means. And the boy's off, bro. I don't know. I know everybody wants this to be the best matchup known to man for him, but this guy doesn't. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't even know he's playing in cold weather, bro. He's not prepared. And if you remember when Kyler Murray when he signed his extension, and I was hell-bent against it. I admit the last, year, especially going into the season, I'm trying to get optimistic about my Cardinals. And I'm like, okay, Kyler Murray, he's matured and seems like he's leading, and I'm excited about it. But if you remember back, I was hell-bent, live stream after live stream. Don't pay Kyler Murray. Don't pay Kyler Murray. Don't pay Kyler Murray. He's got to prove it. And they paid him like idiots. But Kyler Murray, when he signed his,
you got to play Trey McBride.
Bro,
don't play Kyler Murray.
When he signed his contract, they put in there initially that he's got to do so much film study. He's got to do this. Because they don't trust that he's going to do it. He doesn't look into the details of things. He doesn't know what's in front of him. And when asked, why don't you throw it to MHJ? He says, I throw to who my coaches tell me to. What does that mean? You're a quarterback. You're going through progressions. You're checking down.
Yeah.
You're scanning the field and making impromptu decisions. How in the hell is your answer, Sometimes they have me throw to him, sometimes they don't. Are they in his headset going, I know you can't see over the offensive line, take 5 steps to the right and throw it 25 yards to the northeast? Like, how is this working? And no one talked about it. He's like, I throw to who my coaches tell me to. If they have me throwing to MHJ one game, then I'm throwing to MHJ. What do you mean you're checking down? You've got progressions if you're a pro quarterback. Like, Kyler's trash, bro. He's absolutely trash. So I don't know what to tell you other than to say, is Penix Jr. available? And if not, or if he is, no, you're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Well, I mean, I think Goff's a better play with playoffs on the line than an unknown. But, that's my opinion.
Well, laughing tells me you haven't been watching the last 2 days. But anyway, I would say
last week you said Addison over B-Rob, and what happened? Addison got A, B-Rob got 12.5. So
come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying. Last week you gave me a hard time. I'm just saying.
Call terminated.
I do.
12 and 8.5. 12 and 8. Really? 12 and 8.5, huh? Really? I will say this for what's, I don't even know who that was, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to retain it. Whoever it was, if you're listening still, Goff is safe. Goff is your safe play. But if Penix Jr. is there, he's somebody to consider. He's absolutely someone to consider. It's not to brush off. I'm not saying that Goff isn't safer. Goff is safer. Kyler, though, my whole point of the rant was Kyler's not safer than Goff, and he's certainly not safer than Penix Jr. 8.5 to 12. Oh, bro. A Bobby in your league dropped JD5 on his bye. Start Murray or JD5.
Finish him.
If I could finish the super chat, I would. JD5, bro. He's a top 5 start this week. You just heard me talk about Murray. Adam. And full disclosure, I think he dropped that super chat before I went on said rant. The Broncos are at the 3 to 4 yard line. Looks like it's going to be a handoff. Javonte Williams punches in a touchdown. What a tough... No, that's not Javonte. That's estimate. What a tough running backs. You can't figure out what they're going to do. This is the worst running back crew to have to decide between in fantasy. Period. It's garbage. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who it is. I thought it was Javonte. It's estimate. I estimated wrong. Adam. Smitty, full PPR, Team Burrow, H-N, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase. Love having Chase Brown and Jamar Chase on the same team, and Burrow. You know what that is?
The stack above all stacks. It's time to drop the pancake emojis in the live chat.
People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.
What a garbage running back situation. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. They'll start the janitor the next week. You won't even know it's coming. And Peyton said that. I'll never tell you. He said, yeah, Javonte's going to start the year on the PUP, or maybe he doesn't. Remember back when he was recovering from his ACL, and he said, but I'm not going to tell you either way. So don't trust my answer. He told us that. Smitty, full PPR, Team Burrow, H-N, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, London, McLaurin, Hawkinson, Bucky on the bench. Do I sit someone and get Bucky in the lineup? No. Maybe you put McLaurin in at wide receiver 2, put London in at flex. McLaurin, you cannot sit McLaurin. Chat, are we starting London or Bucky? Bucky or London? London or Bucky or Bucky or London? And no pressure.
Get buckied.
I'm waiting.
Buckied. Buckied.
Bucky Bath.
Oh, Bucky.
Don't let this influence you at all. I'm serious. Have a Bucky bath on me. This one comes free. Free of charge. All right, so Bucky seems to have won the vote. I can't tell if I influenced it or made that an absolute impossible vote to win for London. I think you've got to monitor Bucky's injury status. I just went over that at the beginning of the show. Bucky is somebody that he's been playing with a back injury, a couple other injuries. He's limited right now in practice, but he was limited last week, and they managed it. He came out, he had a 100-plus yard game, looked phenomenal again. Looked a little bit tight, though. You know, he was running like he was, you know, his legs were in, like, you know, the Forrest Gump, you know, splints or something. It was he still was able to rock out with it, though, you know. But I think, you know, the chat has spoken, Adam, but I'd say this is contingent upon news. You know, if we don't get anything positive about Bucky and he just kind of remains very questionable, you probably got to put London in. If there's some sort of off the injury report or Bucky's good to go, Bucky's active and expected to be, you know, if they say Bucky's active and he's going to give it a go or stretch out, or then put London and mother freaking in the lineup. You know what I mean? $20 holler from Rodriguez, dropping a 20 wad.
Alert. Super chat alert.
My boy Rodriguez coming in strong. Rodriguez, 0.5 PPR. Kamara owner. I have Kendre Miller, Hill, Ray Davis, and Craig Reynolds. Madison available on waivers. Good Lord. This question is so painful to read in fantasy football semifinals. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, Smitty, in the semis, baby. Woo! Kendre Miller, Hill, Davis, Craig Reynolds. Look, Davis is fun, but, like, you get it wrong week in and week out. And, they, you know, it's not just the wide receivers that Buffalo rotates. It's the running backs. It's everything, bro, except for Josh Allen, who's in the middle doing it all. You know what I mean? So, like, this is a gut instinct call. I have nothing to provide you. This is just me going to the mountaintop, coming back in my bathrobe with my stick. And I say, you know, when I was in the mountains, I got a little vibe and a funny little whisper in the wind that said, Justice Hill will climb that hill, and he shall have a 10-point plus game. I don't know how much over 10, but I feel like catching footballs, Henry kind of being shaky right now, they throw to him. I don't know. It feels like it's the best play here. Should I roll with Miller or look to my bench or the waivers? I guess I need to know if they're better waivers. Luckily, I have Saturn Man Gibbs. Thank you, Smitty. Appreciate you, Ricardo, for the $20 hauler. Guys, what are we doing here? Kendre Miller, and a lot of you are going to say Kendre. Why are you going to say Kendre? Because you own him. Because you picked him up, and out of desperation, you're hoping that Kendre does something. But let me ask you something. Who almost got cut all year long? Kendre Miller. Because really, he was a bum all year long. Couldn't learn the playbook. Couldn't stay healthy. Is that Vidal? I almost told Miss Smitty to pick up Vidal and start him because she got hit with the Kamara injury and in her work league, and damn it. Well, I don't know if he's going to do good. That was a great run, though. She was in desperation mode. Vidal was a pretty decent play. I just didn't like Thursday. Didn't want to stick her with the Thursday game scenario and be like, sorry. What are we thinking here, guys? Please vote. Kendre Miller or Justice Hill or Ray Davis or Craig Reynolds. Please vote. I need at least 10 total votes on this one. Please vote for Ricardo. We dropped a $20 hauler, and he needs our assistance, and he needs it now. Appreciate you all. 12-team PPR. Need 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and 1 tight end, and 2 flex. Good God, bro. Hall and Dowdle are your 2 RBs. Jamar Chase and Higgins are your 2 receivers. So that's 2. Your tight end is Strange for safety, Kraft for high upside, higher risk. You got to pick your poison there. And your 2 flex plays are going to be Patrick Taylor, and I'm going to say MHJ regardless of the risk. Bro, every other option you have is a risk, so you can't play that game. That's what I'm going to pick there, and that's my final answer now. I'm not saying I feel 100% about it. Oh, my God, Quentin Johnson caught a pass. Holy... Woo! PPR, start 1, Patrick Taylor or Kendre Miller or Downs. I'm going to go Patrick Taylor. What did the chat vote here? Miller. Miller. God. Let me look at Kendre Miller a little bit and just kind of see, what's there to be truly excited about. His 9 carries last week. I know he got good yards per carry, 5.11 per pop, 46 yards. But, I mean, the problem is Green Bay, probably Saints are losing. Game script takes Kendre out at halftime in terms of running the ball. So he has to catch the ball. How many targets did he have last week? 1. How many targets the week before that? 1. I don't know. I give me Justice Hill. But that I know I'm going against my own chat here, but we're not always going to agree, and that's okay. Justice Hill, look at it, got an up arrow next to him. 5 targets last week, 5 receptions, 61 yards, a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like he's coming in with the week 15 resume. Guess who's not? Kendre Miller. Guess who's coming in with 0 resume for the entirety of the season? Kendre Miller. Guess who's done pretty well? Caught 3 touchdowns on the year, run 1 touchdown in, back-to-back green-lit wide receiver stats. They're green-lit across the board. 6 targets in week 13, and then he had a bye week. The next week he had 5 targets, which was last week. He had 4 and 5 receptions. Week before that, 2 targets, but the week before that, 7. Seems like they're using him a little bit more right now. Not really running 2, 3, 4 carries a game, it seems, but throwing the ball, they're throwing to him. The last 4 games, 7 targets, 2 targets, 6 targets, 5 targets. His last 4 games, 4 receptions, 2 receptions, 4 receptions, 5 receptions. Give me Justice Hill, but that's me. That's me, bro. Trust your gut. Everybody loves Kendre Miller. I don't want to be responsible for you, losing because I can't see Kendre Miller doing well and he blows up and I'm in here with my head down. I just don't. Bad team, bad matchup. Weather's conducive to the team playing in their own backyard. And how does he run the ball? No targets, and if he's game scripted out by the weather and playing in Green Bay, how does he get any work? I don't like it. I don't like it. As Junior Soprano said to Bobby Bacala? No, it was to the guy that Tony Soprano stapled the paper to. He said, I don't like it. He's like, I don't like it. Okay, I'll take care of it. Got to replace Pickens, flex 1. Patrick Taylor, Spears, Kendre Miller, Keon Coleman, Pitts or Otten. Pitts is higher risk, but higher reward with Penix Jr. in there, but we just don't know what it is. So Otten's your safe play. Pitts is your high risk, high reward. Spears is your safe play. Good reception totals probably heading his way, but changing quarterback might maybe change how they check down and all that. You know what I mean? So I would probably say Patrick Taylor's maybe the high risk, high reward play that I lean toward. He scored a touchdown the other, you know what I mean? Like Guerendo came out, he went in and scored a touchdown. So I'm going to go Patrick Taylor. Can we draft Ashton Genty round 1 in 2025 redraft? I think you can. It depends on where he lands, but he'll be very much like where Marvin Harrison Jr. was climbing to. Like MHJ was a huge bust, but if you're going to use MHJ as a reason not to draft Genty, play in my league. If you're going to allow 1 year that has nothing to do with the next year affect where you rank a player, then you're scared. You're a scared Scotty. Not you, Kevin, but you're Kevin, so you're not Scott anyway. But you're a scared Scotty if you're doing it. You're playing that kind of football, that kind of coaching, that kind of managing. But Ashton Genty will climb to where that 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is. I don't know where. His landing spot will determine. You know, is he likely to be top around 2? Probably. But he'll be worth it, bro. Believe me. Unless he goes somewhere really bad, which probably won't happen because he's going to go inside the top 10, and a team drafting a running back inside the top 10 is going to damn sure have a complete vacancy for it. 12-team PPR. Need 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 2 flat. I think I did this one right. Yes, I did. Kraft. Okay, Kraft Stearns. Yes. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you, bro. Hopefully you win your league. Thank you, my boy. Patrick Taylor, Kentucky says to the moon. Let's roll. Let's ride. Where appreciate you, Goff or Mayfield. I would say probably Mayfield. Otten or Kincaid or Muth. I'd go Otten. Personally. But, I mean, the tight end question is a preference, but... Genty to the Chargers would be nice. I don't know. Probably, but I don't know. I don't want that over a couple other spots. Cleveland would be nice. They run the ball well. They run the ball well. They got a good defense. Weather's gonna allow them to run a lot, especially in December and all that. I don't love the quarterback situation, but that can be fixed within a calendar year. They're probably gonna bring Watson back, and maybe they try and bring in Fields, or they try and do something. But I do think they're going to continue to run the ball. Look at Ford. Look at Chubb and falling in the end zone. I think it's still a good spot. I think Cleveland's great. I think a couple other spots that feel really good for Genty. We went over this the other day. There's not like a ton of teams that feel amazing fit-wise for an RB, but there are at least 4 or 5 that seem pretty solid. Like the Titans could be a place where one goes that I don't even really, that's not one of my favorites, but a possibility. The Chargers as well, which is a good one. It's not the best. Raiders would be pretty damn good, especially with Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward under center. They draft Genty. But that would have to be a massive trade up. But that's a place I want. I want the Raiders to get aggressive. If it was me and I was in charge, I'd sell the future to trade up to get either Hunter with my Shedeur Sanders or Genty, but it's going to require a massive trade. So Cleveland on this side of the fence, it's really Cleveland. There's not a ton of other opportunities here that scream out. The Jaguars will consider it. The projected draft order definitely changed. This is what it was before, I think, Sunday, so understand that it can change. But Jaguars, Titans, Browns, that's why I'm mentioning all those teams. Of these teams, the Bears scares me the most. They've run the ball pretty well this year with Swift, so it's not the end of the world if Genty goes there, but I don't look. Odunze went there, and we're having to wait on Odunze. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't like it. As Junior Soprano says, I don't like it. Nix is scrambling for a first down. He looks quick, speedy, nice. He needs to learn to slide a little better, though. Almost hurt himself. Saints, they re-signed Kamara, so I don't think they're going that well, that direction. Dallas, probably the favorite by the fantasy football community in general. Dallas would be a great spot. I think overall from these teams you see here, Niners, no way. Don't do it, please. Colts, JT, no. Looking at this right here, at least, the top 2 spots by far are the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. The Chargers are in the mix of, if they were drafting here, of being a good spot, but not anywhere near as close as a good spot. Raiders will be next, but they're drafting a QB, and they're drafting a little higher than that. But Cleveland and Cleveland and the Cowboys might have to move up in order to get Genty. I don't think Genty falls to 11. I think he goes inside the top 5 to 10. So good luck, Dallas. You've got to trade up. And I don't know that Jerry's smart enough for that. Broncos, no thank you. No thank you. Why? Because who's running the ball now? Is it still Estime? Are they? No, it's Watson. Watson's now the starting running back for the Denver Broncos. Nice job, Estime. Okay, you're benched. Javonte, get in. Now Javante's in. That's a committee, man, if I've ever seen one. That committee's wild. Soon you're going to come back from a mashed potato, and my seat's going to be empty, and you're going to see me run onto the field with a helmet. And Smitty's starting he's the new running back. Nix or roll the dice with Penix QB. Bro, Nix is playing right now. ADH dad. What are you doing, bro? Back there. Nix is playing right now. He's almost through the entire first quarter. So I'm going to say Penix Jr. Clint, come on, bro. Jeez. Oh, Clint. Oh, Clint. ADH Dad, let me know if you're in here. Again, Penix Jr. is my call, but Nick's already locked in if you had him in your lineup. Most teams don't want to use a first-round pick on a running back. Someone want to tell him? Does someone else want to tell him? I don't have the heart to tell him. This is the second show in a row that I haven't had the heart to tell somebody what time it is. Where's ADH Dad? Is he, Yeah, phone lines are open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Can't wait the day I don't have to cough. By the way, guys, the hats are in. These hats are up on my. They're up on, I believe, the YouTube channel. So if you go to, let me see if I can hit the button here. I got it right here somewhere. I think the button's right here. If you go to, you can see join button will get you the YouTube exclusive membership. The membership button's right there. To the right of it is store. See the store button? And also to the right of membership on mobile is store. So you should find the hats right there. What hat am I talking about? Let me just show you. The Chase Brown hat with the blank side here. The Fantasy Football Show headphone logo there. And then the Fantasy Football Show logo on the back. They're flex fit. There's an XLL and there's a small medium. I will say the XLL is a little bit bigger. I could wash it, shrink it probably a little bit. A little bit bigger, but it still fits fine. A little bit bigger than I thought it would be. There's no tightness to it at all. But, I don't mind. Oh, Denny's calling. We haven't had Denny calling in a minute. And then the front. I love this hat. Chase Brown to the moon. This hat is available right now. You could also go. Denny, I don't know what you got going on, bro. You got to turn down the background, bro. You got to do that. This hat right here, go to thefantasyfootballshow.com/merch. Hold on a second, Denny. Go to thefantasyfootballshow.com/merch, or you can go to the YouTube channel store. Okay, so these hats. I also got the Chase Brown backpack, the Chase Brown shirt, Chase Brown hoodie, Chase Brown coffee mug. Here's the hat that you see on my head right now. But the hats are available. Love this mother freaking hat, bro. Okay, Denny, what can I do for you? Appreciate you, Denny.
You know what the worst thing is?
What?
Is when you go meet and when they just don't have a big enough size for you.
Yeah.
Like being Ron Navy, it hurts. It kind of hurts your feelings.
Yeah, it's like they don't think about big noggins, bro. They don't care about big noggins in the world. It seems in the flex hat world. Deller, Jameson, Uncle Philly, Jameson, bro. Jameson, nice avatar, bro. As Uncle Junior would say, I like it.
I like it a lot.
Jameson, bro. Denny, the chat has been clamoring for you. They're like, where has Denny been? We haven't heard from Denny in a while. Where is he at? We've had two very, very unusual callers kind of become like semi-regular callers since you've been absent, and both of them we think might be related to you. One is either a brother or a cousin, and one might be your son. We just need to know where you were 43 years ago. We just need to know where you were. I'm not even sure if you're old enough to be his father, but where you were he says 43 years ago. 43. Do you remember a woman named Paulette? California?
I do.
Yeah, I do. You went to go get ice and you never came back, huh? You said, Paulette, you want some ice to top off that margarita? I'll be right back. All right, hey, what can I do for you, Denny?
Oh, what can I do for you? First of all, I miss you so much.
Thanks,
I went to go get some ice and she Paulette, yes, she was great. I got, could you imagine this, Smitty? I made it
what?
To the finals, and I'm going against my uncle.
Okay.
My Uncle Rich.
Uncle Rich, all right.
And
I don't know if Smitty had to do with that, but okay. Go ahead.
I got caught with something going. Oh, hey, whoa, who's somebody yelling at me?
No, you said, imagine Miss Smitty, and then you said, hey, never mind, I'm in my... Like, what are you talking about, bro?
I'm going to go back and find when me and you met in Vegas.
All right.
What? Can someone else do that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, Denny, anything else? I'll put you on hold real quick. You collect your thoughts. I'll come back to you. Travis, you can call in if you want. Sohav, you're live.
I'll stay on hold.
All right, thank you, Denny.
Thank you, Smitty. Thank you so much. I just had a quick question regarding this weekend. I know Kenneth Walker is back, so Sharp's probably going to be he's questionable, but I was wondering on your thoughts on either starting Isaiah Pacheco or Patrick Taylor Sr. Between those two, who would you start?
Pacheco or who?
The San Francisco running back, Patrick Taylor.
Oh, I'd probably go. Pacheco might be a tad safer, bro. A tad safer, but I think that Patrick Taylor has more upside, a little bit more risk. But the thing I want everybody to keep in mind is it's next man up in San Francisco. As soon as Guerendo got hurt, and yes, Guerendo is probably out, Marcus. As soon as Guerendo got hurt in that game, separate from what I'm talking about now with Guerendo being out, Patrick Taylor came in and he immediately rushed for a touchdown. So it's a great situation. I don't know how I feel benching Pacheco, especially as I think he's going to get more work, and Mahomes is, he's off the injury report, but I'm sure he's still going to nurse the ankle a little bit, but we all know he's going to run for like 15-yard first down, and everyone's going to be like, the Collinsworth or whoever's calling the game is going to be like, did you see my homie? Woo! Lee Reddy, I can't believe it. Best play ever. And I love Mahomes, so I'm not even ripping on him. I'm just saying I can picture it right now.
It's hilarious.
Thank you so much, Smitty. Thank you, and keep up the great work, man. Love your show every day. Thank you so much.
I didn't answer the question fully yet. Chat, vote on it. Let's see what the chat says. All right, bro. I'll see you later. Appreciate you. Chat, vote.
Thank you so much.
Patrick Taylor or Pacheco?
Do not hang up.
He did.
What is going on with your fantasy, sweetie? No, this guy needs to be. We need to talk to you more. Do you have a girlfriend?
He's gone, Denny.
Oh, you should have left him on. You ever notice these guys? They love
here, Denny, you want to take this caller? Look, here, let's let Denny take this call. 913, you're on with Denny. Go, you're live. What's your name and where are you calling from, 913?
Hello, 913. How you doing?
What's up?
Hey, Smitty, it's Jason from Kansas City.
All right, you're talking to Denny. Go ahead. You just bypassed Denny. Just act like that. What's Denny? Chopped liver?
No,
I'm sorry.
I thought, hey, Kansas City, I'm taking the call.
Okay, go ahead. Denny, here, let's back up. Let's back up. Denny, go ahead. It's Jason. It's Jason.
All right, we're backing up.
Hey, it's Jason from KC. Go ahead, Denny. Answer the call. Go.
Hey, Smitty, it's Jason Casey.
It's Denny. It's Denny. Say Denny. It's Jason from KC. You're talking to Denny on the Denny Show. Go.
I'm taking your call, and I got nothing but respect for you. Okay, I'm taking your call.
I'll chime in. Don't worry, but go ahead, Denny.
Go ahead, chill. Say, okay, Denny.
Go ahead, Jason. Ask him your question. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's like pulling teeth. This is like pulling teeth. If I left you two in charge, we'd have no viewers in an hour.
Do you see any value in holding Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
This is a disaster. I don't know. Not right now. No, he's got to learn an offense, and it's too little of time. But it depends on the scenario. You know,
non-issue.
You do see value in Hollywood Brown.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Compared
think
to Jameson Williams, would you start him Saturday over Jameson Williams?
no, not until I get to see what's going on, especially with how they slow roll Pacheco out. I'm not saying everybody's the same, every injury's the same. I'm just saying I'm gonna wait, and I think Jameson is league winning. I love JMO. JMO can disappear a little bit, but like he's 100 and a touch capable.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Denny. Why don't you answer his question, Denny? You heard what he asked me. Go ahead.
Oh, he has no respect for me. This dude has no love for me, Smitty. He can't decide.
No, you're good. You're good, man. Smitty, I'm good, man. Thank you.
He's out of here. He doesn't even want to wait for Denny. He doesn't even want to wait for Denny. He's like, oh, Smitty, I'm good. I gotta go. Man, that was something, Denny. That guy didn't pay you the time of day. I told him 3 times to address you, and he's like, okay, Smitty.
I know. I've never felt, thank God I was in the Marine Corps, and I'm just used to being disrespected. And now I'm just working a new job. No, he wouldn't. I appreciate you trying to have him talk to me.
Look.
Smitty, you always try to have my back. No, he had nothing. He wanted nothing to do with
I was
that.
this close to leaving you in charge when I go on vacation, in a couple months, just for a short 2 days. But I don't know. I don't know if you can command the chat. Let's try it one more time. Dial in.
Just give me one more try.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
One more try. Maybe I can lead the chat, Smitty. Give me one more try. Let me show you. Dude, Herbert's going back. He zips it to 84. Yeah, I don't know. Smitty, I don't know, man. That dude, he didn't want nothing to do with me, Smitty.
And the phone lines are dead. There's no one calling in.
Oh, cricket.
Denny, I might have to rethink this.
I call up and the whole thing goes dead. Dude, can zip a pass.
The phone lines. One more. There's nobody calling. There's Justin wouldn't talk to you. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, we got. Okay, hey, Denny. Oh, Sohav called back in again. He hung up. he hung up in the middle of dialing. He probably heard Denny was taking calls, and he hung up, and he's gonna call back.
So, just Denny calling in, like everybody get crickets.
It seems like we're getting the cricket treatment here.
This hurts my feelings.
Okay, hey, his name's Sohav. Hey, Sohav from Oklahoma. Answer it here.
Oklahoma.
Danny, I just want to say thank you for your service, for being a Marine Corps. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Danny.
Once the Marine, always Marine. And thank you. I didn't do, you know what I mean. But no, once a Marine, always a Marine. And appreciate that. Yeah, they can't take that away from me.
Denny, would you?
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Denny? Yes, sir. For the defense this weekend, would you start Cincinnati or Miami's defense?
I'm going to tell you something, sweetie. I've been starting Cincinnati all year.
Oh,
and finally they paid off. So I'm going to just start Cincinnati again. Keep it rolling. Go with Cincinnati.
Keep it rolling. One of the worst D's in the league.
I'll keep it rolling. Thank you so much.
Keep
Danny.
it. Hold on. Let me help you with. Keep it rolling. Just once you got a good thing, bro, just let it roll. You know, why try and fix what isn't broken? The Cincinnati Bengals have been on fire. I'm sorry. What was your question?
I love this guy that called in.
Yeah,
love him so much.
Sohab
right?
loves you back. Hey, Sohab, what's the call? Say it again. Bengals or who else?
Dolphins, Bengals, or Dolphins against the.
Yeah, I don't like
Jets,
either.
I think they're playing.
I go. I'm with Denny on this one though. At least this week, not on the season though. I definitely was not sticking with them all year, but I think this one's a little bit better. You know, quarterback situations. You know, trash right now in Cleveland. So let's go ahead and. You know, let's roll with the Bengals. But are the Washington Commanders available? Atlanta Falcons, those are two better starts this week.
Yeah, I'm in like a 16-man league, so it's slim pickings. So I'll have just Cincinnati, Miami, Jacksonville, and everybody else is holding two defenses. I have the Chargers for next week, but looking at this game right now, I'm kind of nervous starting Chargers against the Patriots, so I may have to stream. Like you said, may just stick with Cincinnati. You know,
Denny.
Broken, don't fix it.
Everybody has two defenses, but Denny, he's just holding Cincy. He's like, F it, I'm going one.
Yeah.
They are the 24th ranked defense. I thought maybe they were like in the 30s, but that's.
I've been getting my ass beat by these guys, but sometimes you just gotta stick with it.
You got to be loyal.
Yeah, I'm a loyal guy.
You're a loyal guy.
I'm very loyal.
Denny, what'd you do in the Marines? What'd you do in the Marines? Were you a cook? Do I remember that?
What they called me was a maintenance management specialist.
Okay.
I was with Motor T. Anyone can call in and follow up.
Gotcha.
I was with Motor T, and I joined open contract. But I scored so high. They had this thing called the ASVAB exam. And Danny, that never did good in high school, never did good in that, scored through the goddamn
roof.
Through the roof on the ASVAB. And I don't lie on I don't lie to you guys. I lie to girls.
You know, I did pretty good on that test too. I think I got in like the top 10% or something like that. The ASVAB or whatever it is.
I wasn't what do you call it? A grunt. They put me into these like
Wheel snipe.
Shit.
Wheel snipe. 5 gifted memberships. Sorry, Denny. Hey, Denny.
Yeah. Keep it going.
Yeah.
So, Smitty, my best friend, there is some video somewhere of me and Smitty meeting in Vegas, and I guarantee you, if you try to find it, it's the best. And then I disappear. It's me and Smitty meeting, giving the, dabbing it up, and then he just leaves me hanging, and I'm just lost in Las Vegas.
When you mean leave you hanging, you mean you walked off and never came back, like you did with your son Wes.
No, it's Smitty. Just he had better offers. He was with better people than me. No, I love Smitty a lot, but no, he left me hanging in Vegas. I swear to God, I was butthurt, and then I just traveled on, and I did 2 more days of being broken. But Smitty, you mad at me for saying this?
No, I'm not. But I can try and find this video for you so you can stop reminiscing, and let me see if I can find it.
I love reminiscing.
Live
yeah,
phone.
Me and you.
live phone calls in Vegas 1 year ago, over 1 year ago. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on, Denny. Hang tight. Let me go over to Travis real quick. Travis, you're live. Then over to, or Sohav already talked, but Travis, go ahead.
Can I take his call?
Yeah, go ahead. Take his call. Travis is his name. Go ahead.
What's up, Dan?
Travis, you from down the Cape?
Yep, that's me.
Travis.
Down the Cape.
I know it. Travis down the Cape. I went all the way up there to see Smitty. You know, I don't. No, Travis, you're my boy. Hey, how you doing, fantasy this year, Travis?
Doing all right. I'm still alive, so.
You got a question for Travis? You got a question for Travis?
I got a question for Travis. Travis, sorry.
I'm sorry, Travis. You got a question for Denny?
Okay, sorry, Smitty. Sorry,
go ahead.
Smitty.
This is like pulling teeth. Go ahead. Travis, go ahead.
Me? Oh, okay. With if Guerendo doesn't play, are you putting in Patrick Taylor, or are you going with would you rather play Jennings at a flex?
Probably. I would say Jennings feels a little safer. Patrick Taylor, I like a little bit more though. A lot higher risk though.
Okay, and if Walker and Sharp play, are you going? You probably said this earlier in the show. I might have missed it, but if Walker and Sharp play, which way are you going with that?
There's Denny.
Whoa! Oh, you see me? Show me. Smitty? Yeah. Just giving a love. Oh, Sharp.
Okay, here we are. There's Denny.
Not Smitty. You know, I didn't have steakhouse money. That somebody took Miss Smitty and Smitty out there. That was steakhouse. No one took me out there. And
Denny, want me to remind you, you vanished. All right, here's Denny. Here's Denny right here. This is when I see him. I think for the first time, maybe. I think maybe. Oh no! You just came out. Here's Denny.
I love Miss Smitty. I love Miss Smitty. She's the best.
You never met her.
Remember when I asked that though?
That was the waitress you were talking to, not Miss Smitty though. I know he thinks he met Miss Smitty. He walked up to a waitress, and just a random waitress. She was like in a bikini. He's like, "Are you Miss Smitty?" She's like, "No," and I was like, "I'm sorry."
Well, yeah, but I was.
Here we go. This is when we met. This is when two best friends met for the very first time. Look at watch. I see Denny. I'm like, oh my God, Denny. Look at. I go, who are you? And you go, Denny, and I put my arms out. Look at. Here we go. Here's our hug, for the very first time.
I can't say it. Travis, you see that shit? So me and Smitty go back, bro.
All right, Travis, ask your question one more time.
Okay.
Ask your question one more time to Denny real quick. What was the Walker question?
Yeah, if Walker
Bailey,
and
touchdown.
Sharp play, which one do you go with?
Denny, go ahead. Walker, Charbonnet. Who are you starting?
One of them's not gonna play, so you go with the other one.
What if they both do?
What if they both do?
That's the problem.
Walker, go back and look at Smitty. Smitty is the biggest Walker fan of all time. No, Walker. Yeah, no, the best couple is Charbonnet. I mean, they keep pounding it. Smitty knew what
I think he's right. Look at Walker, probably being that Sharps is banged up and Walker is not on the injury report anymore at all. I'd probably say Walker, but I think if news arises, you got to make a move based on the news, though, of course.
So is that your only problem?
Appreciate it.
Is that your only problem?
I had Monty, and I had Guerendo, and I had Chardonnay, and now all of them I got to get a RB2 out of that somewhere.
Hey, guys, hang tight real quickly. Let me get these super chats out of the way. Wheel Snipe City dropped 5 or 10 gifted memberships, so please thank him if you got one. Yo, Pacheco, Ridley, Debo. I got to flex one of them. I'd probably say Pacheco is your safest call. Debo's your high-risk, high-reward play. Not going with Ridley with the QB change. I mean, you never know what could happen, but Pacheco is probably your safe play. I know he didn't exactly explode last week, but they're going to give him more and more work each week, so I think this will be a good week. But Debo is your high-risk, high-reward play. If you need a big swing, if you want safety, go Pacheco. Patrick Taylor or Thielen or Shakir or Dowdle. No, 2 different questions. Patrick Taylor or Thielen. I'm going to go Patrick Taylor. Shakir, Dowdle, I go Dowdle. But, Shakir's good, but I go Dowdle. It's a safer move. Kyle, Patrick Taylor, or that's the same question. Kendall, appreciate you. Kendall Hole is your name. PPR, 0 tight end, 2 flex. JD5, Bucky, Kyron, St. Brown, Evans, AJ Brown, BTJ. Bench is Scary Terry, Walker, Kyler, Penix Jr., Devontae Smith, any changes. Facing Saquon, Chuba, Myers, Judy, Kelsey, ETN. You got a lot of good players. Probably going to say, 0 tight end, 2 flex player. I'm going to say Kyron Williams and Bucky are your starting RBs. I'm going to say St. Brown and probably Evans are your starting 2 wide receivers. You're obviously going JD5. And then if you need one more wide receiver only, hold on, Denny, can you mute it? Can everybody mute real quick? I got like trains going by and everything. Just mute. Everybody mute real quick for me, please. Denny, you're including you.
Okay, mute.
Yeah, no, real mute, not fake mute, real mute, because there's trains or something going in the background.
Hey, Smitty, do me a favor. Check out this rap guy, right? His name is Pete and Bass. It's a couple guys from England.
All right.
You ever heard of these rules?
No, but hang on, Denny. Hang on. Hold on 1 second. Is it an emergency? Okay, I'll call you back.
Take a leak.
I'm
sorry. Take a leak.
All right, hold on. Denny. Well, call us when you're done.
Right.
Okay, Patrick Taylor, Thielen. We want Patrick Taylor, and I'm going to go Dowdle, but that's the safe call. Kendall, appreciate you on this one. Look, I'm starting who I said I'm starting, and then your flex play, or if you got another wide receiver, you're going to probably go BTJ. Your flex is probably going to be BTJ or AJB or Scary Terry. And if you can play BTJ and 1, then I'm probably going Scary Terry. If you could only play 1 player aside from Evans and St. Brown, then it's probably going to be... What do you guys say? If you had to pick one between BTJ and Scary Terry, can the chat vote? Travis, what would you do?
Terry's been scoring so many touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'll go Scary Terry.
And he does have JD5. Not that you could lay off.
Yeah,
you could look at it like hedging your bets.
Puts it over the top.
Or you could say double down. I mean, you can look at it both ways. I think hopefully you have to start 3 wide receivers and a flex. If that's the case, you say 2 flexes. So, but the thing is, I don't know if. Okay, so yeah, 2 flexes. So it's got to be 2 wide receivers and 2 flexes. So it'd be Evans and St. Brown, and then your 2 flexes would be BTJ and Scary Terry. You'll probably sit AJ Brown on the bench. I guess. I mean, only because he's banged up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe you go AJB over BTJ. I certainly put McLaurin in, but maybe you bring that later in the week. AJ Brown versus BTJ. Let's debate that. Kendall, later in the week, lock everything else in. But that is a tough call. That is a really tough call because AJB is capable of being the number 1 wide receiver on the week. Not that BTJ can't, but if Kamara's out, Ridley, McMillan, or Kendre Miller, Kamara's not going to play. I'm going to probably go McMillan if it's me, but Kendre's an okay play. A lot of people like Kendre Miller this week, but keep in mind it's because a lot of people are just playing him. Like they picked him up and they need a running back and they're just hoping to God he's amazing. And most of the votes you see are just hopeful. people talking. Like, I got him, so let's all talk him up. I think that's what's really going on. Start Love or Penix Jr. If the weather is solid, Love is safer. So we have to wait until later in the week. Ziggy, what's the weather in Green Bay?
In Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's 29 degrees Fahrenheit with snow. Tonight's forecast calls for more of the same, with a low of 23 degrees. Also, there's a winter storm watch in effect until Friday, December 20th, 6 a.m.
And it looks like... Ziggy, what about on Sunday?
On Sunday, December 22nd in Green Bay, Wisconsin, there will be lots of clouds, with a high of 27 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 25 degrees.
And no snow, though, as of right now. It's looking like it'll be pretty good weather.
I don't know. I think they play Monday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Ziggy, what about Monday? Good call.
On Monday, December 23rd in Green Bay, Wisconsin,
there it
you'll
is.
see snow flurries and can expect a high of 35 degrees Fahrenheit
Good
and
call.
a low
Good
of
call.
28 degrees.
I forgot about that. So we'll have to watch that. I knew there was flurries. I knew we looked it up the other day. Penix Jr. is a high risk, high reward play. It's higher risk, no doubt about it. It's higher reward though, for sure. I think higher risk by a lot though. 4 touchdown game, 3 touchdown game for Penix Jr. is capable. I would probably say, chat, vote on this. Penix Jr. or Love, if you had to make the call now, but maybe bring it back to us closer to the kickoff for Penix Jr. and we'll have more information on Jordan Love. So hit me with that later. All right. Sohaib, anything else before I let you go?
No, that's all. Thank you for all your help, Smitty, and thank you, Danny, for all your service.
I hung up on him because he said he was going to the bathroom. All right, later, bro.
That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The moment he said he was in the middle of something, I okay, we'll call you later. Travis, anything else?
Are you going Green Bay defense over Philadelphia this week with Philadelphia playing Washington?
That's tough, bro. Yeah, Travis, as soon as I got you solo, the static got worse. I don't know if it's your phone, but that is so weird. It's crazy.
I don't know. I've been on, could be. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
I haven't had static with anything else, but I don't know if
I don't know. It's so weird, though. It's so weird. I think there was a little bit, but it seemed to have gotten worse. But what were we talking about? Defense.
I was
Washington,
just asking
Green Bay.
Green Bay or Philly this week?
I'm going to say Green Bay.
Because Philly's,
Saints are going to be garbage, and they're gonna turn the ball over a ton, and the weather involved in that as well. As much as I love Philly, Green Bay is going to be a nice D this week. It's going to be a nice play.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Okay.
All right, Travis to the moon.
All right, appreciate it.
Later. Yeah, I can't figure out the static thing. Hopefully it just goes away. With my luck, it'll stay, but usually these things work themselves out. All right, I'll see you guys all after the game. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for all the super chats. See you after the game. Deuces.